There's another story we need to talk about, and it's a much more somber one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the music world is also mourning the loss of Liam Payne.
I was so shocked when I heard
It
that.
was so sudden, so unexpected.
It really makes you realize how fragile life is.
It does, and the details, as they're coming out, they're really tough.
What have you heard?
Well, the fall from that hotel balcony in Buenos Aires.
Right, right.
It was, well, the autopsy report confirms it was fatal.
Oh, gosh, that's awful.
It is, and it mentions something called polytrauma, which basically means multiple injuries from the impact.
Oh, that's just awful.
It is, and then there's the internal and external hemorrhage.
So, yeah, it's heartbreaking, especially considering how young he was.
It really is a reminder that you never know what someone's going through.
You really don't. And it makes you think about the pressures of fame, the demands of the music industry,
It can't be easy to navigate all of that, especially at such a young age.
especially with the added pressure of social media these days.
Exactly, it's relentless.
It is, and it can be so unforgiving.
It can. And what makes this even more tragic
Hmm.
is that Payne was very open about his struggles with addiction.
He was.
He had talked about his journey with alcoholism, about seeking treatment.
Right, he seemed determined to get better.
He did.
And it looked like he was making progress.
He really did. And that's what makes this so incredibly sad, It's a reminder that addiction is a disease,
It is.
and it can be incredibly hard to overcome. It really can. And it affects everyone differently.
It does, and sometimes, even when it seems like someone is doing better, the struggle continues.
It's a really tough situation all around.
It is, and my heart goes out to his family and friends.
Mine too, and to all his fans who are grieving right now.
Because losing someone like that, it leaves a real void.
It does, and it makes you realize that life is precious.
It really does, and it reminds us to cherish every moment.
Absolutely. Because
Yeah.
you just never know when it's going to be over. It makes you appreciate the good times even more.
It really does, and it makes you think about, about the legacy someone like Payne leaves behind.
What's their impact on the world?
Exactly, and it's a question that's just, well, it's unavoidable when you think about Sand in My Boots, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here we are talking about this exciting new festival, right? All this energy, this potential, and yet we're also confronted with this harsh reality of, I don't know, of life's fragility.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about Wallen, about his past, about the choices he's made.
And how those choices have consequences.
Right, and how those consequences, they don't just disappear.
They linger, even as he achieves all the success.
They do, and it's that tension, that complexity that makes his story, and by extension, the story of Sand in My Boots, so fascinating.
It was a story that's still being written, and who knows how it'll all turn out.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so compelling. It's a story about music, about fame, about redemption, about second chances.
And about the power of music to bring people together, even amidst all the complexities of life.
It really is. Well, on that note, that wraps up another deep dive.
Until next time.
Keep those conversations going, and we'll see you soon.